Hello and welcome back to the reading vlog. It's Tuesday. But yeah, I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I started Charmed Life by Bernard Taylor, and this is not what I thought it would be. It's really confusing, but it is also still interesting. I don't think the back really tells you anything really about the story, so it's kind of funny. We start with some people who use a seeing device to see a guy who they see a vision of him dying, and then that vision doesn't like follow in real life, and they are annoyed at that. And that guy is our main character, and he already 3 times pretty much escaped death because of some feeling he had inside of himself. And it seems to have something to do with his birth, because his mother had a fall when she was 8 months pregnant, and she fell into a coma and she didn't survive, and so they had to get him early, and his father lied to him about that for some reason. And yeah, his wife died, but he wasn't there, so maybe the wife is still living. And yeah, his 2 sons died. For one, he seems to be like possibly had like a role in the son's death, and the second one died a few days after birth. At least as far as he knows, he wasn't there because his wife already went back to England, and he's from America, because they kind of split up, and she then found out that she's pregnant and she didn't want to get back with him. It's a whole story there. And for some reason, this cult has an interest in him. And I feel like maybe the wife might be involved with that at some point, because the back of the book talks about the wife coming back in some kind of form. So I'm wondering if she isn't really dead, but they, made it look that way, because he actually had, he had a call that she has cancer and that she's not doing good. And then he ran out onto a road and got hit by a truck, which is something he survived, even though he shouldn't have survived that. And once he woke up from the coma he was in, his wife was already dead, and they just told him that. So yeah, he wasn't really there. But yeah, I'm only 70 pages in. But yeah, it's a lot of information, like a lot of information. And it's all really weird and occult, and I don't know where this is going. It doesn't really seem like a horror book to me at this time. But I do think it's supposed to turn into one. At this moment, it just seems more like a cult story, and like a mystery supernatural cult story. But it's really, really interesting, so I will continue with this throughout this week, and we'll see how it continues. Hopefully it continues to be good. Yeah, also I haven't mentioned it in this video yet, but I colored my hair. It's actually orange. You cannot really tell on camera. I think it looks really, really red on camera, but it's more like a pumpkin orange. Yeah, I like it. It's a little bit of like something different, because I got really tired by the blue and the pink. So yeah, we're going with orange for a while now. And then other than that, I haven't really read anything yet. I don't know. I'm trying to slow a little bit down with reading, because I feel like for part of this year I really kind of like forced myself to read a lot, and now I'm trying to, disperse my time a little bit between hobbies. Which, coming to my next point, I did want to show you what I'm working on with my knitting at the moment, because I think it looks really nice. But yeah, I'm working on a cable knit cardigan, and I'm still with the back piece because it takes forever to do. But to be honest, it looks so nice. This is how far I've come with my back piece so far, but look at it. It's the second time I knit something, so yeah, I'm really not that experienced with knitting, but I think it looks really, really nice, and this is just the back piece, and obviously I'm still not done with it, and I'm working already like a week on it or something like that, or maybe already nearly 2 weeks. But yeah, I love the color. I love how it's looking, and that is what I'm working on when I'm not reading or playing video games. But yeah, I don't know, I think it looks nice, so I wanted to share it with you. But yeah, that is kind of how my week started. Yesterday I filmed the video for Thursday, which is kind of like a love letter / review of the Children of Time series. I have to edit that tomorrow and then upload that for Thursday, which is fine by me, you know. But yeah, I kind of wanted to, you know, bring another review out, and it turned into more of a love letter. But that is fine by me. And yeah, other than that, the week, well, work is annoying because I have like an error that I kind of have a hard time fixing, but you know, that is what it is. And yeah, on Friday we get my mother-in-law's dog again, and we watch him for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning, which is gonna mean a little sleep, but that's also fine. And then yeah, next week my birthday's already. Like this year, time is just running, you know. But yeah, that is the intro to this week's vlog, and I hope you're gonna enjoy the rest of the week together with me. Hopefully we will still read more than just the one book, but you never know how it's going, right? So, it is Wednesday afternoon now, and we need to talk about Charmed Life. It's not good, it's not good. I will still continue today. I haven't finished reading for the day, but this book is absolutely boring. It's just a pity party for the main character, more or less, and yeah, I don't know. There seems to be one cult who wants to keep him alive and one cult who wants to kill him. It's a really weird thing. I'm like 120 pages in now. It's not getting better. It's not getting more interesting. It's just getting weirder by the page. I don't like the pacing. It's really, really slow, the book. It's not a horror book. By no definition is this a horror book. It's more like a slight mystery cult story. And that's it, you know. So yeah, I'm really, really not impressed, which makes me a little bit sad, if I'm honest. Because yeah, the box I bought where all of those horror books were in was really hit or miss with the books. So yeah, I might need to be a little bit pickier with my older horror books in the future. But yeah, I will speed read this. I will skip read. I won't read every sentence in this book. It just isn't worth it, but I do want to finish it, so I can say I finished it. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest. But yeah, I will try to read as much as I can today still. And then tomorrow, even if I don't finish this today, tomorrow I will read The Haunting of Hill House. I need something better. I need something I know that it's good and something I enjoy as, like, you know, a little bit of good reading in between. So yeah, that is what I will do. But I will finish Charmed Life still. Also, what's kind of annoying, it's more like it has this philosophical aspect of, like, you know, is pretty much your life preordained and you can't really change that, or, you know, can you change fate and stuff like that. It's just really not my cup of tea, to be honest. It also doesn't have the best reviews. I looked the reviews up because I was very near DNFing it, and it doesn't have the best reviews. It's either people who love it or people who really, really dislike it, and it seems to be the least liked book by the author. So yeah, maybe I just got the wrong book, you know. But yeah, I will finish that at some point this week, and I will definitely read something better in the meantime. But yeah, it's a little bit frustrating because I seem to just pick like one good, one bad book at the moment. So yeah, not that good of a choice. And the good books seem to be the books I already knew beforehand, so it's kind of like, eh. But yeah, that is kind of how it is right now, and I will now go read a little bit more, do a little bit more gaming, you know, to offset the bad reading. Even though the game I'm playing right now is also bad, but I'm collecting the achievements because I love achievement collecting, so I'm struggling through that as well. But yeah, that is how it is. and how it's going to be. I edited and uploaded my video for tomorrow, so that is done as well, which I'm happy with. And yeah, that is my Wednesday. Also, work was, well, I fixed my shit at work today, which feels really, really good. So yeah, that will be a lot nicer tomorrow. And yeah, I hope your week is going great and your reading is going better than mine, but yeah, hopefully the next reading update will be better. Okay. Does that help? A little bit. We need to have a little talk. It is Thursday afternoon. I finished this one. I didn't think I would, but I did. And yeah, it's bad. It's really, really bad. I gave it 1 star, which I haven't in a long, long time. So yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. I don't think it's worth picking up. It isn't worth reading. It's neither really a mystery nor a horror book. It's more of a contemporary bad novel, to be honest. Yeah, turns out our guy here has a son. He has the worst mother-in-law ever. It's not worth it. It was really, really bad. It wasn't interesting. The story doesn't get going. The weird cult stuff doesn't really do anything for the story. Neither does the guy, the main character, who's just like, a sad guy who doesn't really have his life under control, kind of. So, yeah, it's all really, really, really weird. And I really, really dislike it. I cannot recommend, but I finished it, and that is the most important part. That is the most important part, so I'm rid of that one. And yeah, it seems to be his worst book, so we'll see. I might have a second one by him. Oh, you know what? I do have a second one by him, and I already read this one, and I think I gave it 3 stars or something. It was at least a horror book. But yeah, it was also incredibly weird and not the best one. So yeah, I did remember I owned a second one by him, but it was better than the one I now read. But coming to that, I need a good book. So probably starting tonight, but more or less mainly tomorrow, I will read or reread The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I need a nice gothic horror book, That is what I need right now. So yeah, that is the really quick update, because I just don't want to talk about Charmed Life because I really think it sucks. And to be honest, I don't think we need to give books that suck that much of a platform. So yeah, don't pick it up. And we're all good then. But yeah, other than that, it's a really grey, cold day today, which, to be honest, I kind of love. So I'm kind of happy about that. And yeah, I'm gonna go do some more knitting. I'm nearly finished with my back panel, which took me forever, and I have so much more to do for my cardigan, but I'm loving it. And yeah, I'm doing a little bit of gaming and a little bit of chilling and clean up before we get the dog again tomorrow. And I have to look after the doggo 2 more days. Maybe I'll show you him. He's cute. But yeah, quick little update with a really bad book. I'm gonna have to do this update from a little bit further away. Maybe I'm gonna zoom in or something like that, but the doggo is on my lap and I really don't want to disturb him right now. I just finished The Haunting of Hill House and I think this is... I loved it just as much as I did when I read it the first time. I think it's a 4-star novel. I think I gave it 4 stars the first time and I'm sticking with that. For me, this is just the ultimate haunted house. I don't know why. I read more modern haunted house books that really didn't go over well with me, if I'm honest. One of them was the Riley Sager book that so many people loved. I'm gonna put the title here because I can't remember. I read it as an ebook. I don't own a physical copy of it. But I found that to be so lacking. And then I read a few, older, really, really bad ones. But this one, I don't know why, but I think because this focuses so much more on the humans and the human interaction and the feelings of the humans instead of just mindlessly scaring them, that, I don't know, that seems to make a really, really big difference for me. I am still searching for like more really good haunted house novels because I do love me a haunted house. I don't know why, but those are books that I really, really love. So yeah, I am still searching for more of them. But yeah, this one, I love it. I think you need to be prepared that it is a slow book, that it is a wordy book. And it isn't like, your scary book that scares you around every corner. I think it's more just the whole atmosphere of the book and the way the characters talk to one another and their situation in life and all of that. I think is much more what makes this a really, really great haunted house novel for me. I wouldn't say, it's gothic horror. I don't think it's really that scary, like not really at all. I think it's more like really atmospherical and really like mystical kind of. And yeah, I love it for that. And to be honest, it's a great contrast to Charmed Life, which was so bad. And this one was really, really good. So yeah, I'm really happy that I did a reread of this one. I think especially like the horror novels I really, really love. I do like going back and reading them a second time because if you're scared, if a horror novel is really, really good, you tend to oversee stuff and, reading them through a second time, you tend to pick up stuff you didn't pick up the first time. And I am absolutely loving that. So yeah, still absolutely gutted that I have this ugly version. At some point, I really, really need to pick up a prettier version of this book. I really don't like this cover. I don't think it fits that great. But yeah, so that was the second book I read this week. I don't know yet which book I will pick up next, but it is Saturday. We are still dog sitting, so I will end the vlog here now to, be able to be more there for the dogs. Because if I'm honest, I probably won't eat anything else today. My partner just got Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation, and so yeah, we are pretty much spending the time on the couch. Well, he's on the couch, I'm on the PC, but pretty much I always have one eye on the screen to look at the Spider-Man game, because they look fantastic. I have never played a Spider-Man game, because I'm much more of a PC gamer than a console gamer. I started with consoles, but ever since I owned a PC, I'm much more of a PC gamer, and I don't own a Spider-Man for PC. So yeah, I will probably just watch him play Spider-Man and do a little bit of knitting and gaming myself. And chill for the rest of the day. Be there for the doggos. Mine obviously, he needs a lot of one-on-one time with us, especially if we have another dog here. He gets even more clingy to us and wanting, not really wanting attention, but wanting to touch us and lay on our lap. He just really needs that. He's a sensitive boy. Really, really big. In the opinion of some people, scary looking sensitive boy. But yeah, I'm gonna sluggle with this one, and then I'm gonna look after the other one. And yeah, even though the reading wasn't like the greatest this week, I hope you still enjoyed the vlog. We'll see what I pick up next week. I'm still really in the mood for horror books, but I don't know how many more good ones, but how many more unread ones I actually own, because I think horror is one of the categories where I read the most books after buying them actually. So yeah, I will have to look how many more I have. Otherwise, I might have to lend myself some from the library. So we'll see. I will keep you updated in the next vlog. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. And hopefully, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.